Inheritance and method overriding. Inheritance is an important pillar of OOP, object-oriented programming. It is a mechanism in Java by which one class is allowed to inherit the features of another class. In Java, inheritance means creating new classes based on existing ones. A class that inherits from another class can reuse the methods and fields of that class. In addition, you can add new fields and methods to your current class as well. We have parent class, child class, as we can see in that picture. In that example, we can to inherit, we have basically like multiple classes. The main one would have public static void main method, and to the process, and in that we require other classes and attributes and methods of another. We have public class vehicle, and it's like that's the code that that's the class that other classes would extend from, inherit from. Like we have car, vehicle is all of the thing that we can move. Like yeah, and car and bicycle are basically a type of vehicle, and the class car extends vehicle, and the vehicle class that we have has like go and stop methods, and bicycle class that extends the vehicle has two variables, wheels and pedals. We can print them if we want in our main class. As we can see in our main class, we have object car1, and we use car and method from vehicle class, even though it has not been provided in our car1 class, because it provides it because car1 extends to vehicle1. That means inherits from another method from vehicle. And cargo and bicycle, we can use bicycle object to use it too, like bicycle, and we created object like bike, and we use method stuff for vehicle too because it extends to vehicle class too. So we use bikes, and important terminologies used in Java inheritance would be, first of all, of course, class is a set of objects which shares common characteristics, behavior, and common properties and attributes. Class is not a real-world entity, it is just a template, a blueprint, or prototype from which objects are created. And superclass and parent class. The class whose features are inherited is known as superclass or parent class, or even as a base class. And subclass, child class. The class that inherits the other class is known as subclass. And reusability, inheritance supports the concept of reusability, so that's why as well we use inheritance, and we think that is useful for us. We don't have to write the same thing over and over again. We can just reuse one code from one class. And inheritance constructor subclasses inherit all the private instance variables in a superclass that they extend, but they cannot directly access them since they are private. And constructors are not inherited. In Java, you can put a call to the parent constructor using as the first line a subclass constructor, and the superclass constructor can be called from the first line of a class constructor by using the keyword super passing appropriate parameters. So as we can see in that example, we also have two different subclasses and one main class, or one subclass, one parent class, and one class. One main class, of course, has a main method, and we have parent class called animal, and it has constructor for animal class, and has the method to print the name of the animal. And we can as well use super. We can use in our child class inheriting from animal class, we use constructor for dog class too, and we use super to call to the parent class, and we provided method to print the breed of the dog. And in the main class, we create an object for dog, and we will call the methods of dog class and display it. Yeah, that's so we basically use just super, as we said before, the keyword super, and yeah. Method overriding. In Java, overriding is a feature that allows a subclass or child class to provide specific implementation of a method that is already provided by one of its superclasses or parent classes. When a method in the subclass has the same name, has the same parameters or signature, and the same return time as the method in its superclass, then the method in the subclass is said to override the method in the superclass. And the rules of overriding would be overriding and access modifiers. The access modifier for an overriding method can allow more but not less access than the overridden method, and the final method as well cannot be overridden, and static methods cannot be overridden too. And private methods cannot be overridden as they are bounded during compile time, therefore we can even override private methods in a subclass. The overriding must have the same return type. From Java 5 onwards, it is possible to have different return types for an overriding method in the child class, but the child's return type should be a subtype of parent's return type. The phenomenon is known as the covariant return type. Invoking overriding methods from subclass, we can call the parent class method and the overriding method using the super keyword.